Welcome back. Mamata Banerjee's strategist Prashant Kishore's clubhouse audio has been tweeted by Amit Malviya. Now, in the audio, Prashant Kishore can be heard accepting that Congress left and Didi have appealed to Muslims, and he has admitted appeasement.
अगर वोट है तो मोदी के नाम पर वोट है, वोट है तो हिंदू होने के नाम पर वोट है। पोलराइजेशन, मोदी, हिंदी भाषी, एससी, ये फैक्टर है। शुभेंदु चले गए कि प्रशांत किशोर चले आए, उसका कोई वो मुद्दा नहीं है, वो मुद्दा है ही नहीं। मोदी यहाँ पॉपुलर है, हिंदी भाषियों की 1 करोड़ से ज़्यादा वोट है, दलित यहाँ पर 27% है और वो पूरी तरह से बीजेपी के साथ खड़ा है। प्लस पोलराइजेशन तो है ही है। Matua will be predominantly voting for BJP, not as unitedly as they did in Lok Sabha, लेकिन मुझे लगता है अभी भी Matua will 75 BJP 25 तृणमूल। एक जो उसका सब्सटेंशियल तो परसेप्शन की बात हो गई, जो सब्सटेंशियल इशू ग्राउंड पे है, जो लोग हम लोग समझते हैं बाहर जो बंगाल में नहीं पहले आए थे तो भाई बीजेपी का नीचे ग्राउंड पे वर्कर नहीं है, ऐसी बात नहीं है। ग्राउंड पर बीजेपी के बहुत वर्कर हैं और वो सारे वर्कर लेफ्ट से इंपोर्टेड हो सकते हैं, लेकिन वो डेडिकेटेडली आज बीजेपी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। तो कोई ऐसा एरिया नहीं है बंगाल का, एक दो जिला अगर छोड़ दें आप, जहाँ पर कि बहुत मजबूत काडर बीजेपी का नहीं है।
Well, Amit Malviya has hit back at the TMC and Prashant Kishore as well. Listen.
3 चरणों के बाद इस बात को मानना, वो भी जो अपने में सबसे बड़ा चरण था, चुनाव आज होना था, जो अपने में सबसे बड़ा चरण था, ममता बनर्जी के रणनीतिकार का ये बयान अपने आप में बहुत मायने रखता है। वो इसलिए भी मायने रखता है क्योंकि पिछले कुछ महीनों में टीएमसी को ये रणनीतिकार ही चला रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से पार्टी के कई बड़े नेता पार्टी को छोड़कर भाजपा में शामिल भी हुए।
All right, let's open this up and go across to our guests. We're joined by Dr. Nikhil Prasoon, BJP spokesperson. We also have author Karan Verma with us on the broadcast. Suparna Moitra joins us, TMC spokesperson, and senior journalist Ashutosh Mishra is also with us. I first want to go across to Suparna Moitra. Suparna Moitra, Prashant Kishore in that particular audio clip sounds more like BJP's strategist than yours.
Good evening to you and to all the respected fellow panelists. Now we heard this video, we heard this audio clip this morning, and both Sri Prashant Kishore ji and All India Trinamool Congress has requested the BJP not to release selective and distorted versions of the audio, but you request them to release the complete version of the discussion which was taking place between Sri Prashant Kishore ji and maybe few journalists. So that's the point I would like to mention, Madam.
Okay, you know, maybe they should go ahead and release the entire version, but what we heard were not incomplete sentences when he talks about the popularity of Narendra Modi. He talks about the caste factor being in favor of the BJP. He's specifically also speaking about the Matua community. I want to go across to Dr. Nikhil Prasoon. How do you respond to that? Because Prashant Kishore has alleged that first the IPAC survey leak and now this clubhouse audio leak. The BJP is jittery and hence resorting to these dirty tricks. That's what they are alleging.
First of all, I would like to express my condolences to the family members of the bereaved people. The loss of precious life is extremely unfortunate, and the reasons behind this incident will have to be investigated and will have to be looked into, and a thorough investigation must be done. And the people who are behind the instigation against CAPF or CISF, they should be brought to book. Regarding the issue which has been raised by you, I think it's amply clear from the excerpts which have been released that there is an admission of defeat he has mentioned that there is tremendous anti-incumbency against Trinamool Congress, almost 2/3 of Matua votes, and almost all of Dalit votes. I think he was referring to the Dalit votes in totality. That is solidly behind BJP as per his admission. And alongside this, there is a lot of anger against TMC, as has been mentioned by him. And he has also, mentioned that there is no anti-incumbency against the central government, and Modi is extremely popular to the extent that almost he's got a cult status.
But he's also saying these are facts. This is not an issue. He's also saying this is definitely not a debatable issue. Yes, Narendra Modi is popular in Bengal, and that's a fact on ground. Everybody knows about it. Now, Karan Verma, the real question here is, did he ever, even once, in this version of the audio clip also say that Bharatiya Janata Party is going to win West Bengal?
Look, Swati, words matter in an election, and especially in an election campaign which is so heated, and we are in the middle of it. Every political party tries to perpetuate the myth that we are winning. I mean, it's a fact in elections. And when your political strategist concedes that 75% of the Matua community is voting for BJP, Narendra Modi, who is largely a Hindi-speaking Prime Minister, is more popular in Bengal than the sitting Bengal Chief Minister, or at par in terms of popularity. That is, in a way, conceding the election. And it's going to come back and haunt Mr. Prashant Kishore. Let me just set this in perspective. When Prashant Kishore complains that there is polarization and polarization of Muslims, let me just give you a brief view of the PK template, typical PK template. He is the one who initially, in every election, perpetuates dog whistles like UP ke ladke, Bengal ki apni beti, Punjab the captain, and then in the last 2-3 weeks, he tries to reach out to the majority community. Whether it was Arvind Kejriwal's Hanuman Chalisa, Mamata Banerjee's Chandipat. So for him to be complaining about polarization, I think that speaks of hypocrisy, and this is Prashant Kishore's worst performance as a political strategist after UP. He has got nothing on target here. Totally baffled.
I think we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for the elections to conclude and the results to come out. But Ashutosh Mishra, the question is, who is really rattled here and who's jittery? Is it TMC? Is it BJP? Or is it Prashant Kishore himself? Because let's not forget, he has said that, if his prediction does not come true, he'll quit the field.
So the person jittery here would be BJP, because otherwise Narendra Modi has already said, "Do mai didi gai." Amit Shah has been saying that 200 plus seats will come through BJP. So why do they have to bank on the words of TMC's advisor? Why are they happy only once he says something? And now you see the statement that Prashant Kishore has made. If you listen to it, what is he saying? That it is, this is a undercurrent that has been going on in Bengal election of Bengalis versus outsiders, Bengalis versus non-Bengalis. So if he today says that Modi is more popular among non-Bengalis,
it does not exist, sir. I'm sorry to be interrupting in between.
That is what.
No, 1 second. But Ashutosh Mishra, if he's saying 75% of the Matua community stands solidly with BJP, if he's saying that the scheduled caste votes are in favor of the BJP, are they outsiders in West Bengal? This is not a debate about Bengalis versus outsiders.
No, it is.
Precisely.
Because you see, the BJP supporter is interrupting here because he is uncomfortable listening to the other side. What is happening here is that in case of Matuas, if you remember, it is they were people who were angry with BJP because BJP has not come out with its template for how CAA will be implemented. So Matua votes going with BJP last time, went with BJP last time because of this promise. And here if 25% of Matuas are now shifting to TMC, I don't see how that is something very to be worried about. Because,
to placate them, the BJP also did say that in the first cabinet meeting itself, they will take a decision on CAA. But I want to come back to why Prashant Kishore is saying these things.
BJP
why is Prashant? Okay, but I want to come back to why Prashant Kishore is saying these things. Mr. Moitra, many would say, is the TMC underconfident? Is Prashant Kishore underconfident? Is he already seeing defeat? Is that the reason why he is making these statements today?
Swati ji, now if you look at the record of one of the chief Nostradamus, the current Nostradamus in India, who happens to be one of the principal campaign managers of BJP, if you look at his record of predicting election outcomes, now let me take you back to 2015 Bihar, then if I talk about Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Delhi, he has always been saying that his party is going to be voted to power with 2/3 of majority. And I would have no embarrassment in admitting in this program with such elite panelists this evening that the Nostradamus words are the talisman for the opposition. Wherever he goes, whenever he talks, the opposition.
What about your Nostradamus? But what about your Nostradamus? Karan Verma, who already has said that the BJP will not cross 100. If BJP does that, he will quit the field. That was his prediction, isn't it? Now today he himself, and he has not denied the audio clips. He has not denied the audio clips. His response was, release the entire version.
Swati ji, the point is this,
it will be even more disastrous.
Prashant Kishore ji or Trinamool Congress did not say that this audio...
From the part of... Sir, can I please
Hello?
speak? I was not interrupting Jawab.
Hello?
Please. It has been a very arrogant and a brazen campaign.
Okay,
You know,
No,
that
I think
question
they're asking
actually
a
was
question
for
to me.
Karan Verma.
the arrogance he has shown that BJP won't cross
that
the
was
double
for
mark.
Mr. Verma. I took his name.
Please carry on.
I think
Please
that
carry
will
on.
not augur well with people.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Please carry on.
Yeah. So that will not augur well for the people, and people have not taken to it nicely. When someone says they cannot cross the 2-digit mark or the 3-digit mark, it's the people who decide in the festival of democracy. It's not a political analyst sitting in front of his laptop who decides that. So I don't think that has gone well with people.
Karan Verma,
this
going
leak
by that, one
reminds me of
shouldn't
the
in that
Hillary
case be
Clinton
taking
gaffe.
Prashant Kishore's statements really in these audio clips seriously. If people are going to decide which is going to happen, then I think we should all wait and not pay much attention or heed to these predictions that are being made. On that note, I am wrapping up the debate, thanking all of you. Thank you very much for joining us.